And we are not talking just to people out there. We're basically talking to ourselves. Because I remembered when we were just basically dating and we were living in separate places. Sometimes on a Sunday afternoon, he would come and say, "You ain't tired, lie down. You ain't tired being in the house. Come, let me go for a drive." But I can guarantee you that sometimes today on a Sunday, he would still probably say the same thing. And I'd be like, man, tomorrow's work. I just want to relax a little bit. I mean, we are living in the Virgin Islands where we have 60 islands and keys that you could afford to go on one of them, every weekend or every other, do something. You can go hiking. You will go hiking?
Well,
let's go on a zip line. He doesn't like height, ladies and gentlemen.
I will try. Like
we sit back on our couch for the show, you see. Talking love and life, just you and me. Every day is an adventure, as clear as the sea. With you by my side, we're always free. From sunrise to sunset, it never gets old. Laughing through the struggle, stories unfold. Hands held tight, beating hearts so bold. With you, my dear.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hanging with the Archibalds. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed to our channel so far. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your subscription. And we want to encourage you, those of you who have not subscribed yet, it's not going to take anything from you to just hit that subscribe button to subscribe to our channel and support us on our journey as we bring to you content in relationship, conversation, and of course, our adventures. So,
okay, guys. So today we're here to talk about the importance of spending quality times with your spouse or your partner.
All right. So everyone knows about the 5 love languages. It's acts of service, receiving gifts, physical touch, words of affirmation, and quality time. And we did that test some time back, and we both came out with the top 2 as quality time and words of affirmation. And of course, you liked act of service because you like to hear people take. No, not acts of service. You like words of affirmation.
Yes, I like that.
Words of affirmation because he likes when he does something that you tell him he did a good job. When he cooks, he wants to tell him the food tastes good.
Yes, guys. Yes, by right, you should.
All right. So, but today we're going to be concentrating on spending quality time and the importance of partners spending quality time together. So, what do you like to do for spending quality time with your partner?
Okay, my thing is I like to go out, sometimes go to the beach, just hang out. We don't have to be we going to bed or whatever it is. Sometimes, you go out to have a little dinner sometimes. Sometimes you can go to a hotel, spend a night or whatever it is, because at the end of the day, that help boost up the relationship. So, the little things like that count. I mean, some people might see it as expense or whatever it is, but expense is not too much for for build your relationship, help to keep it, on a level. So that's the way I see it.
Yeah, and I agree, because sometimes we get so busy with your daily life. You're going to work, you're coming home, sometimes you're tired, you might have house things to do, or you might, have a movie that you like to watch or whatever. And sometimes that routines can get so routine that you forget that there are things that you can do to help grow your relationship, to help, build communications. Because when you're in the house just doing stuff, it's like you're just doing stuff as normal. But when you're out there, you take a night out and go to a hotel, especially if it's a room without television. A lot of times we have televisions in our bedrooms and we just tend to focus on watching a movie instead of having conversation. And sometimes that takes away from building relationship. So taking time out to go away from the norm and do something different, taking a trip overseas. I love that. We have one coming up soon, so I'm looking forward to that. Yes. So
so that helps a lot in a relationship, because as you said, there are times we intend to be doing the norms, and you know, doing the norm, no, it's cannot help because the relationship getting so boring, and you know, you instead of you focus on building you and your partner love line, you will like, you know, everybody doing their own thing.
Doing their own thing.
And no, that is not that is
And you
not
see
healthy.
these things here. They have their good and they have their bad.
Yeah, that's
A lot
true.
of times, even when you're around your significant other, you know, you tend to have this and you're scrolling and you're doing things, and sometimes, you know, both of you doing it at the same time and
Yeah.
you're not, you know, having conversations. So sometimes you just need time out
You just need some
to
time
put
out.
these away,
Mhm.
to put away the regular routine and to just do something together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you think it's important for you to spend quality time with me?
Like I said, it's help. This also help boost your relationship because the way I see it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when you courting, or you when you meet from first, you know, you have that fiery spark, especially you into your partner,
Mm-hmm.
you have that fiery spark, and as the relationship get progressive, you know, marriage involved and all those things, you intend to lay back, you know.
Especially when you have young children. I mean, we don't have any young children around us 24/7, but couples who have young children in their homes, they tend to spend it, because when you come home from work, you got to spend time with the children with their homework. You got to, you know, spend time with them as well. So sometimes you tend to spend time with the children more than you spend time with your spouse. And by the time you get into your bed, you're so exhausted that it's just sleep.
And then for the other part and the other half don't really see it that way. Some do understand the situation,
Mm-hmm.
but even though, you know, you have that routine, there are times you got to get a hold of yourself and say, look, I have a husband to attend
Or a
to,
wife.
a wife to attend to, so I have to do different.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are times now after you done sold it back now into that moment, that you that routine, you sold it back into that routine. So now you come home from work, same thing over and over, over and over. Now your other half may look at things different. So before you get to that stage, you need to, like I said, get a grip of yourself, sit down, discuss how you guys can make this different. Because listen, either whether he or her, sometimes the devil is like a rolling lion, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It does tempt you to go out and do foolishness,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that is not what you want in your relationship.
True. Um, a lot of times people think that going out, and I think you mentioned it about that going out is about spending money, but there are a lot of things that you can do that's, you know, doesn't cost much. Um, I'm pretty sure there are times when instead of cooking, you know, the couples will buy food, you know, whether the wife coming home or the husband coming home, they would buy food to come home and eat. But that same money that you're spending to buy that food to come home to eat is about the same that you're going to spend if you take your wife or your husband out. You sit down around the table, wherever you're purchasing the food, and eat. That's time away from the regular routine.
Yeah.
It's time for you to be able to sit down and have a conversation
Yeah.
while you're eating. So there are little things that you can do, and maybe just by just coming home and say, "Listen, no television tonight. We're gonna just have conversation." You put on some candles or something, and spend quality time together as a couple.
Yeah, but sometimes even though we say that we going out, and you know, because you want this to become like before, when you guys know me,
When the relationship was
when
fresh.
the relationship was first.
Mhm.
So you want to build that spark out no, you cannot get back there.
Yeah.
That time frame already gone.
True.
So yes, you can do something different, because going out there won't help the situation, because now, let's say I done sit in my old way now, and you take me out from my comfort zone, take me out.
Which is what happened.
I'm not going to feel
Yeah.
I'm not going to feel the same way like before. But then, we got to compromise sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. There are times I come home from work and feel so exhausted, tired, and whatever it is. But at the end of the day, I got to compromise and do
yes.
what's best for my marriage.
Yeah, and we are not talking just to people out there. We're basically talking to ourselves. Because I remembered when we were just basically dating and we were living in separate places. Sometimes on a Sunday afternoon, he would come and say, "You ain't tired, lie down. You ain't tired being in the house. Come, let me go for a drive." But I can guarantee you that sometimes today on a Sunday, he would still probably say the same thing. And I'd be like, "Man, tomorrow's work. I just want to relax a little bit." But, it comes back to the point where you're saying the things that we used to do back in the day when you're just dating. Sometimes you need to pick some of those things back up and do them again.
Yeah, you need to, because you get so settled into the relationship now, so you don't want to do nothing. But that is what does hamper the relationship. Yeah. So you need to do what's best for you and your partner or your spouse.
And there's this different feeling that comes over you when you're away from the regular routine. Even if you just take a night and go to a hotel room, or you go on a trip for a weekend, you don't feel different.
You do feel different.
You do feel different.
Yeah, different atmosphere and all those things.
And it causes you to become closer, because then it's just, the two of you just relying on each other to roam, this new space that you're in, especially if you're going to a different country.
Yeah.
I mean, we are living in the Virgin Islands, where we have 60 islands and keys that you could afford to go on one of them, every weekend or every other, do something. You can go hiking. You will go hiking?
Well,
let's go on a zip line. He doesn't like height, ladies and gentlemen.
I will try. Like I said, I will have to compromise.
Tell me something that you would compromise and do that you would normally have done.
Well, the ziplining. I would take, guys, I really scared of height, because I know in my young days I used to climb coconut tree a lot, and I went up in a coconut tree hanging over by a river, and you know where river takes a lot of big rock and all those things. And I get bad feelings going up in that tree. So I just barely make it up inside that tree. So
you share with the coconut tree or the plane ride?
The coconut tree. I went up and I sit down, catch myself, and I come back down without picking a coconut. And to top it off, I was going to St. Vincent, and the plane already going to touch the runaway when it started to go side to side, and everybody inside that plane started screaming. So I was so scared, I thought that was the end of it. But the pilot managed to get the plane back up in the air. And you can tell he was up in a frenzy, because when he get the plane off the runaway, because the wheel almost touched the ground, and I don't know, I say probably God will get it up back in the air. And when he get that plane rise, you can hear he like, and then he make an announcement. So from then, that just messed up my whole feelings about height and all those things. So yeah.
So that's why he doesn't want to go ziplining with me.
That's why that's where it messed up my life.
Yeah.
But I will compromise. I will compromise. I will try and see how I will cope with it.
All right. So what about something that you like to do that I probably haven't done with you yet that you would like me to do?
Jet ski.
Oh, I can't swim.
Jet ski. I want to take you on a jet ski bad. Well, when it comes to the water, I'm not scared of that.
Yeah,
because
he doesn't mind sailing.
I don't mind
but
sail.
he have a problem with flying.
I walk on water every day,
Mhm.
you can say. So I don't mind that. I'll be there 24/7 if you ask me.
Yeah.
So that's yeah, I want to challenge you on. So
All right. So today, guys, we were talking about the importance of spending quality time and what are some stuff that you can do to spend quality time with your partner. If you have any suggestions for what we were saying, if you agree, if you have anything that you think that we should elaborate on, I want you to comment down in the bottom.
Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. So you will get to see more content of hanging with the Archibald.
So until the next episode, guys, thanks for watching. And until our next episode,
bye for now.
Archibald signing out. Peace and blessings.
Ciao.
Relationship highs and the bumps along the way. We laugh about the little things, come what may. With God's favor through the night and day, with each other, it's our own peaceful bay. We're hanging with the Archibalds, love in sight, sharing our world and its pure delight. Talking relationship tales under the moonlight.